Hey everybody, it's Jennifer, and I want to do this video today to talk to you about some of my favorite personal development books that I highly recommend. Now, for those of you that know me, know that I am super big into personal development, and I've got to say that it is one of the best investments that I've ever made in my lifetime is investing in my own growth and knowledge. A lot of times we don't even realize how much of what we do, what we say, what we think is based on the programming of what we've experienced throughout our childhood. It may be, if our parents had negative behaviors, if they had unhealthy habits, a lot of times they replay in our subconscious and we act those things out in our adult lives. If we're not consciously putting into our mind something that counteracts that negative programming, then we're just going to continue to play out that same script over and over and over again. And that includes from relationships to how we communicate to our finances. All of those things kind of go in line if we don't pick up a different type of program. So that's why I am so passionate about the need for personal development. That is a huge thing. Now, what I'm going to do is share with you some of my favorite personal development books. Again, I have a whole lot of them, but this is just a condensed list of some of the powerful books that have helped me along my path. The first one is, of course, The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. This is actually the workbook that I have listed here, but the book, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, is fantastic. It lays out some principles about what activities and what mindsets that people that are successful in whatever they do, how they operate. And if we can just plug into the psychology of what successful people do, if we behave that same way, then we will have that same type of success. So it's a very powerful roadmap to getting exactly what we want. The second book that is super powerful, I love this book. This book, I think I got it almost 10 years ago, really. It really changed my paradigm because at the time I was working in the real estate industry as a mortgage broker, working 12, 13 hours plus per day, and thought I was living the life because I was making a lot of money. But the truth was that I didn't have freedom. I was really a slave, and if I probably divided the amount of hours that I was spending per week with the amount of money that I made, I probably wasn't making nearly as much as I really thought that I was. But the 4 Hour Work Week talks about how to create a lifestyle based on your own design. He introduces a concept called lifestyle design, which is all about creating a life that you are passionate about, how to automate your income, how to create passive income, how to start taking mini vacations throughout the year so that you're not putting off traveling and doing the things that you really want to do until some distant time in the future that most of us call retirement. But as we all know, a lot of times when people finally get to retirement, they're either too sick or too tired or whatever, or financially can't afford it, whatever the case may be, and they don't get a chance to do all the things that they want to do. So 4 Hour Work Week talks about, not necessarily moving into a place where you have to make multi-millions of dollars in order to be successful or to have the life of your dreams, but also just how to live an amazing lifestyle uh, without the money and without the financial outlay. So that's the 4 Hour Work Week. The next book is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. This book is phenomenal and it's really powerful because it taps into why so many of us have so many health challenges and so many emotional struggles that we deal with, and we can't figure out why suddenly, we never had uh, cancer in our families, or we never had diabetes in our family, and suddenly someone comes up with these types of illnesses. One of the things that she talks about in this book is how when we have latent emotions that we never deal with, they take root in our bodies and cause disease. And so she talks about how to release these feelings of anger, pain, resentment, uh, shame, all these different things so that you can actually heal not only your body, but also your relationships and your life. So that's a really powerful one as well. Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks. This book is amazing, but it really talks about the principles of the law of attraction, how to really understand what the law of attraction is all about, and how to activate the law of attraction principles into your life. So, this is definitely a must pick up. E Squared by Pam Grout. This is actually a relatively new book, but it is really powerful because it talks about uh, again, law of attraction, but it actually puts these principles, the law of attraction principles, into kind of like an experimentation. So it guides you through a set of experiments that you can do to test out the law of attraction to see if it actually works. And it is amazing. I actually did this with a group of people about a year and a half ago and had amazing results. Definitely recommend this for anybody that really is not sure if the law of attraction is real or if they can really create and change things in their environment and in their life or attract certain things. This E Square book is just for you. Now we have the Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success is one of my favorite books. It is by Deepak Chopra, and it's a small book, very, very succinct. But what I love about this book is that it points out seven key principles that you can integrate into your life right now that will totally transform your life and help you to lead a happier, peaceful, and more successful life. This is a must have, so definitely pick up this book. Think and Grow Rich. Of course, everyone knows Think and Grow Rich. It is probably one of the most popular personal development books of all time, but it really combines a lot of different principles. This is based on the study of Napoleon Hill. He was researching millionaires all around the world and studying their activities, what they do, what they believe, how they think. And he compiled that into a book that talks about exactly how you can start to generate wealth just by changing your mindset. So that is a very, very powerful book that I highly, highly recommend. The next book is The Four Agreements. And The Four Agreements is a relatively new book too. I love this book. I recommend it to everybody that I talk to pretty much nowadays. But The Four Agreements is all about stripping away the mindsets that formulate our core beliefs. A lot of us don't recognize that we are suffering in life because we have certain ideas that we have accepted as truth, but we don't know where they came from. And so, what this book talks about is just the origins of why we believe what we believe, how those beliefs may not be serving us, and how to create new beliefs that are more in line with exactly what we desire to create. And two more we have, of course, the book In the Meantime by Iyanla Vanzant. This book is fantastic. It talks uh, about how to create the love and the relationships and the happiness that you desire while you are alone. A lot of people who are, single that are not in relationships, we get, depressed about, what, I really, really need a relationship. I need somebody. If only I was, with somebody else, I would be happy. But this book really explores, it kind of tears that whole concept down about, not needing someone outside of yourself, really, really starting to create the self love for yourself so that you can become a force that attracts exactly what you desire into your life. And finally, the last book is Life Visioning, which is by Reverend Michael Beckwith. He's actually my former minister at Agape International Center of Truth in Los Angeles. But this book is fantastic. He talks about in this book a spiritual technology that he personally uses, but uses all throughout his ministry, which is all about starting with a vision of exactly what it is that you desire, and then basically formulating that idea in consciousness whatever, let's just say that you want to, in his case, let's talk about start a new ministry. So he basically sat down with a small group and started visualizing exactly what type of ministry that he wanted to create. What did it look like? What were the people doing? What was the environment like? What did it smell like? What was the whole environment? And from that, it started to take form. So he walks you through the process of how to create that vision so that you can get that clear spiritual vision of exactly what you want and start to have it manifest. And all the people, the situations, the resources will start to come to you magnetically. So those are some of my favorite books. I definitely hope that you pick some of these up, and you can check out the link below this video for the direct link to this page so you can check out these books and pick them up. I definitely recommend them. And if you are not on a schedule where you are taking in some type of personal development audios or books on a daily basis, I really, really recommend that you integrate that into your lifestyle. So that's it for today. I hope you have a phenomenal day. Remember to dream big, love bigger. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.